Good afternoon, everybody. My name's April McMahon, and I'm the Vice President for Teaching, Learning and Students here at the University of Manchester. And I cannot tell you how delighted we all are to be able to welcome you to celebrate graduation in person, because it has been quite a couple of years, hasn't it? And we have not been able to celebrate these occasions in the way that we would really like to. So it is fantastic to have you with us today. So it's a special pleasure to welcome you to the University of Manchester and to the splendid setting of our Whitworth Hall to celebrate graduation today. The most special welcome, and I'm sure you will understand this, is for our absolutely magnificent graduates. Their hard work and extraordinary achievements are what we are here to recognise today. And those achievements are all the more remarkable after this last 2.5 years that we have experienced. What a challenging time it has been for everyone, both for this university community, but also for all of us just as citizens of the world. You now have a very strong platform to build your career, to achieve your goals, but also, to be frank, to succeed in the face of absolutely any obstacle that the world might choose to throw at you after what you have already been through. Just by getting here today, frankly, getting to this stage, you have already absolutely smashed it. So well done to all of you. We are also delighted to welcome so many friends and family members and supporters. We thank you for the support and encouragement that you have given to our graduates on their journey. I am absolutely sure that many of them would not be here in this position if it was not for the support and the help that you have given to them along the way. And we know that it's been hard for you too these past years through the pandemic, but you have been absolutely instrumental to the success that we are all here to celebrate today. Just like their tutors and members of staff from schools and faculties, you can be and you should be rightly proud of everything that our graduates have achieved. And finally, a welcome and a very, very warm thank you to all of my colleagues. We've got friends and colleagues from schools and faculties on the stage. They're all around the hall, they're in the marquees, they're downstairs, they're looking after people on campus today. And of course, out there in the world, it's a Saturday. So I've got lots of colleagues who've stepped aside from their day jobs and their usual Saturday routines to come and look after us all and make sure that graduation is the most spectacular and enjoyable day for you, as it should be. So can I start by asking you to have a little practice at your applause, because we'll be using that later. And just thank all of my colleagues who are contributing to this special day. Thank you. I'm not refusing to join in. It's just that if I applaud up here, it makes the microphones go wonky, and who knows what that would lead to. So I'll just kind of dance about instead of applauding, but there we are. So, serious bit, when those of you who are celebrating your graduation today decided that you were going to come and study at the University of Manchester, you decided at that point you were going to make your mark on the future. Not just for yourselves, not just for your families, although that's very important, but for broader society and for your communities and for the good of the environment. We were the first university in the UK to set social responsibility as one of our 3 core elements of our strategy. So it sits there right alongside education and research. There is social responsibility. And because of that, we encourage all of our students, and I'm sure many of you have done this, to engage in transformational activities, both in your studies and beyond. And that's to help you stand out, because it's competitive out there, to consider your place in the world and to step up and make a difference. So throughout the course of your studies and your time at the university, I'm sure that you have gained the skills and the knowledge that you need to become successful, but also to become the responsible leaders of tomorrow. And although those of you who are out of further study might be quite glad that you've seen the back of assessments and the like for now, the planning and the research and the writing skills that you developed and nurtured through your time here will be of enormous value to you. And I'm sure many of you are finding that in the world of work or in further study. And of course, you will have made strong and supportive friendships and relationships here. And I hope that you will sustain those and they will sustain you for many years to come. As you're reflecting on your past, on your time here as a student, as you're enjoying your present, I hope, and planning for your future, take a little while to be inspired by the university's motto, Cognitio Sapientia Humanitas, knowledge, wisdom, and humanity. And it pretty much covers all the good stuff, knowledge, wisdom, and humanity. I hope you agree. And what we think it means is that it encourages you to pursue new ideas boldly and to share your knowledge and apply your knowledge in order to benefit others. You can be confident that wherever you choose to do that, wherever you live and work and make your impact, the value of your degree is going to be very widely recognised. And that's because Manchester is simply one of the outstanding universities of the world. We are 28th in the QS University World Rankings. We're 6th in the UK in the academic ranking of world universities. And over these last 12 months, the university has demonstrated that our research impact on a local, national, and global scale is also absolutely outstanding. Our submission to the Research Excellence Framework in 2021, that's the UK-wide assessment of how good research is in universities and whether it makes a real difference in the world. Ours was one of the biggest and broadest in the whole of the sector. We submitted work in a whopping 31 different subject areas. And we were absolutely delighted with the results. Those results show that 93%, which is a pretty good number, of the university's research activity was assessed as either world-leading or internationally excellent. And those are the two top categories that there are. Now, those fantastic results are all about people. They reflect the incredible dedication and creativity of our colleagues who work every day to solve the world's pressing problems and to make a genuine difference. But beyond our reputation as a world centre for academic excellence and pioneering research and discovery, we are increasingly recognised also for the contribution that we do make to society and to the environment. And in April this year, our focus on social responsibility meant that we retained our position as one of the world's leading institutions in the Times Higher Education University Impact Rankings, which rate institutions on their contributions to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And that's another fantastic achievement. It epitomizes our core values and it recognizes everything that we've achieved together, delivering benefits for the good of society and to transform lives for the better. So those of you celebrating your graduation today, during your studies, you will all in your own way have enriched and contributed to the University of Manchester as it stands today. But there's an even more important bit, which is that you have helped to shape the future of our university for the students who are following in your footsteps. So the university is changing and will continue to change for the better because of you. And that means that while we are recognizing your academic excellence and your academic success today, we are also thanking you and honoring you for those other many contributions you have made. Now, for all of you, those will be different. You might have had a leadership role. You might have volunteered. You may have played a role in a society. You may have been a student representative. Perhaps you contributed outside the university to your own community. Either way, through that mix of academic and co-curricular learning, you have built your own Manchester experience, and you will take that with you wherever you go in the future. We're really proud that for many of you, that may have included contributing to Stellify, which is a way of offering our students a unique, personalised set of activities that are designed to help them develop the distinctive attributes of a Manchester graduate. And those are greatly in demand. Manchester graduates, this is what employers tell us, are socially responsible. They are highly employable. They are resourceful. And they have the skill not only to contribute in the world of work, but to contribute to broader society. And the value of your degree and your experience is recognised by employers all around the world. In fact, we're the university that is most targeted by the UK's 100 top employers. So this celebration is a really important milestone, especially because of all of the global challenges that you have overcome over these past years. But this isn't the end of your association with Manchester. It's just the start of the journey. You still have access to our careers service. You can use our world-beating libraries. And I hope that you're in touch with our Alumni Association, because that links you into a community of more than 500,000 Manchester graduates. They are living, working, contributing, and making an impact absolutely all around the globe. As alumni, you can choose to help future students in so many ways, and I hope that you will. You are ambassadors of the university. In future, you may help our students with placements and with employment opportunities, and you may contribute directly to the development of the university, which is vital for our future. So, coming back to today, what are the rules from here? There is only one, and that is, you have waited a long time in some cases for this chance to celebrate today. There is no earthly point in you being here if you are not going to have a good time. So the only thing that I would ask you to do is to have a good time. Now, that means friends, families, and supporters. Graduation does not work best as a spectator sport. So I ask you, please, to choose to participate. I know it's getting on towards the end of a long, warm afternoon. I know you have other things you want to go on and do, which will be very exciting. But these graduates deserve a massive send-off into their next stage. So please clap, please cheer, please whoop, please wave at your special people. We are going to enjoy ourselves, and I would just ask you to join in and participate in that. And as for the graduates, well, I can see some slightly nervous looks in the front row or two, because you know you're coming up here first when we get going, don't we? What I would say to you is this: relax. Enjoy your moment. There's loads of us up here and down there. It is our job to worry about getting you where you need to go. You do not need to worry about that. You just have to enjoy yourself and feel this is my moment, okay? We are going to have no tripping, no slipping. I know what you're worried about. We are going to see you come up these stairs and glide effortlessly across this stage and down the other side. And I really want you to have a marvellous day, both here and afterwards. I wish you all of that, and I sincerely hope that today will not be your last contact with our university. Remember that our doors will always be open for you. But before we start getting you up onto the stage and recognising you all, I've got one more extremely important and pleasant duty, which is to introduce our second speaker this afternoon. And this is really special because I'm delighted to say that our speaker is Vikas Shah, MBE. He is an alumnus of the university. He graduated in management and marketing with textiles. Vikas is an honorary professor at the Alliance Manchester Business School. He's one of the deputy lieutenants of Greater Manchester, and he is an award-winning entrepreneur and strategist. And he's now CEO of Swisscot Group, which is a textiles and commodities trading business. And I'm going to ask you, because I know you're going to enjoy what Vikas has to say, to give a very warm Manchester welcome to Vikas, please.
Thank you, Vice President. And so it was almost 20 years ago when I graduated. And I remember hearing our speaker that day, stood where I am now, feeling really inspired by their words. And I remember thinking, one day, I'd like to do that, because it looks kind of fun. So today the situation's reversed, but not in the way that I'd expected, because I'm stood here, once again, feeling inspired by others. And it's you in this room today, because you've completed your degrees with grace, with dignity, with fortitude, through one of the most difficult periods the world has ever faced. You're also, from meeting many of you on campus, a generation who are politically, culturally, and socially engaged in a way that, honestly, I don't think any previous generation has been. And you're coming into a world which, while it may seem dark, has the opportunity for change and transformation. So I'd like to start at that point by just congratulating all of you on this remarkable achievement, for waiting for your day today, and thanking your friends and family who have supported you in your journeys to get here. So let me just start with a vote of thanks. So the life that led me to this podium is not the one that I expected. So I grew up not far from here wanting to be nothing other than an airline pilot. It was a very expensive career choice. And the only way that I could pay for it was by starting a little side hustle when I was quite young, 13 or 14, building websites and doing design work for people to pay for flying lessons. By the time that I was 16, that little side hustle had turned into a business, and I had employees in Manchester, London, New York, and Sydney. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, some of you might have parents built similarly to mine who were insistent that regardless of the fact that I was, in fact, now the CEO of a global company, that I had to come to university and get a degree, otherwise I simply wouldn't be successful. So I came to the University of Manchester, where I studied management and marketing with textiles. I never expected that experience to be quite as transformational as it was. You know, there's a famous quote that Sir Isaac Newton gave, which is, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." And that's how Manchester opened my mind, not just because of the teaching faculty, but because of the inspiration I was able to find at every corner, from the brilliance and diversity of the students I met on my journey, many of whom have stayed and become lifelong friends. The world in the last 20 years has transformed. Many of the biggest companies weren't born when I was at university. Many of the most important technologies that we take for granted every day simply didn't even exist, even that short time ago. And the pace of change continues. The tailwinds of transformation are so powerful. And what that means for all of you is that you're entering a world of profound opportunity. And so I thought I'd give you 4 short lessons from my journey which may help you with yours. The first one is that what you do and who you are different, and it's important to discover your values, principles, and passions at the root of your humanity as early as you can in your life, because that will become your driving force. Second, you need to be courageous and bold, because you have advocates, supporters, mentors, and friends around you. For sure, some of them will be in the room today. But our world is uncertain and hyper-competitive. Nobody is going to hand you success. You have to fight at every corner, and you need to learn to love that fight. Third, you need to be curious. Serendipity sounds like a fairy tale, but it's a real thing. But you can only connect the number of dots that you have in your life and in your mind. So be sure to live diverse, interesting lives full of experiences and learning to give yourself the most dots to connect. And lastly, the single most important life skill I think you can take with you in this life is resilience. Because if you can endure, you can get through anything. I stayed close to the university since I graduated, and I urge you to do the same. One of my proudest moments in my career to this day has been receiving a letter from Dame Nancy asking if I would become an honorary professor at the Alliance Manchester Business School just round the corner. The author, Terry Pratchett, said it well. Why do you go away, he asked. So that you can come back, so that you can see the place you came from with new eyes, with extra colours, and the people there see you differently. Coming back to where you started is not the same as leaving. And in those words lie the unique truth of today. We're gathered here at an end and at a beginning, at the end of one chapter of your life and at the start of the next. At a time where the world more than ever needs your brilliance, needs your innovation, your creativity, your activism, your engagement, your leadership, but most of all, your humanity. At the end of today, I know you're going to thank your friends, your family, perhaps your God, your lecturers, but please don't forget to thank yourself because you've made it. And with that, congratulations and enjoy your day.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the postgraduate research degrees Ahmad Murshid R. Al-Harabi, Muammar Al-Kaikani, Amal Homaidi Halseli, Manal Khalid Binkonain, Emily Isabella Sparks, Lotana Emediegwu, Nahid Farnas, Ali Hindi, Dorothea Orr, Natasha Hussain Hafir, Emma Johnson. Johannes Petrus Meijer. Aoife Marie Kilgallen. Johannes Petrus Meijer. Trevor Mitchell. Guilherme Moreira Fianz. Oluwatoni Olatunji. Abdulati Rafefi. Thomas Richardson. Mohammad Ali Tavakoli. Sun Wai Yuan. Yuan Yuan Zhang. And for the Postgraduate Thought Awards, Karim Abdelaziz Mohamed Abu Sham. Eniola Ajuwon. Abdel Rahman Ahmad Rashid Al-Hayousi. Hams MFM Al-Khakhraf. Mohamed Adel Mahyub Ali. Briony Blenman. Paola Cartagena. Hiren Maganlal Diveka. Hannah Donohue. Lucy Elizabeth Kenningley.
Go on, Lucy!
Alice Christian Knapp. Christoph Lezek Kusto.
Oh, yes!
Xiaolin Lin. Iqbal Mahmoud. Julia Anna Malcharzuk. Laura Jane McGovern. Portia Tawante. Eadoin Murphy. Imogen Nuttall. Sana Ariane Osborne. Regina Ogusu Sekierene. Nicholas James Prescott. Jane Rimmer. Christos Sakas. Charlene Renevai Samba Kisila. Stephen Gabriel Sevilla Tapia. Aisha Sidika. Tira Eliza Siegel. Choi Liam Tam. Anwar Wali. Atia Roxanne Williams Pride. Xiaoshuang Zhang. Reverend Simonia. Farai Goromonzi. Umair Ali. Ahmad Salah Mansour. Juan Pablo Lazagorta. Clarissa Laikaito. Isan Yahya. Hassem Aldamv. João Paulo de Carvalho Abreu de Souza. Joaquim Marcos Martins Assis. And for the undergraduate with integrated masters, Ragah Al-Sus. Rebecca Liane Bates. Jesse Dankwa. Sean Gomez. Christian Jadua. King Haley. Donald Ntamo. And for the undergraduate awards, Abimbola Adeosun. Catherine Alice Aronson. Sherby Alfonsi. Lauren May Armstrong. Emily Bartz. Patrick Valentine. Jaskaran Singh Basra. Holly Bennett. Demi Best. Samantha Bulton. Cheyenne Brown. Wok Hei Chan. Emily Lucy Margaret Collins. Hasega de Mos. Yingxi Duo. Nicolaos Eicosipentaris. Judith Gaya. Antonis Georgiou. Mohammad Mehdi Hamed. Emily Hardwick. Jack Haravi. Caitlin Lily Hillard. Joseph William Hoyles. Nikusor Kalin Ili. Patrick Iredale. Tahira Elizabeth Jamison Hickson. Ella Mary Jenkins. Tasnim Rosina Khan. Kadiha Khatun. Michael Kilgallen. Mia Kinsana Ko. Luis Patrick Koenig Jimeno. Sofiat Lawal. Oscar Hong Tze Lee. Megan Level. Max Lewis. Curtis Jake Alexander Lilford. George Anthony Lonsdale. Erin Mary McDarby. Hon Q. William Mock. Marcia Saida Binti Mustafa. Gabriela Nodli. Charles Pearson. Alicia Sumilla Rafik. Tasnia Rahman. Razvan Rosu. Rachel Emily Sandis. Daniel Tahir. David Tanti. Sarah Jane Taylor. Jack William Riley Wallace. Junyi Wang. Nicole Warina. Finally, for postgraduate TOTS Awards, Monica Tomescu. Yao Zhu. Dominique Anjo da Silva. Samuel Davis. Mandy Chen. Anthony Hyang Long Ting. And for the postgraduate research degree, Elliot Higgins.
Before we go into just this last little bit of today's ceremony, can I please ask you to join me in saying a big thank you to Vikas and to Adrian. They have done a great job in two very difficult roles up here with the speech and presenting and reading the names. So thank you both so much. Fantastic, we're nearly there. Just a couple of little formal bits, most of which involve more clapping, and then you can go outside. Fantastic. So, first thing to say is, that wasn't so bad after all, was it? There was no slipping and no tripping. And your hats all stayed on, and some of you had the most fabulous shoes. So this is all good from my point of view. And this has been a good day. And thank you all for getting into the spirit of things and rejoicing, which is what this is all about. So, just a couple of little jobs for you to do as we finish for today. And the first one is for graduates. Could you please stand? Now, I know you've thanked your supporters already, but to be honest, I do not think that after the last couple of years, you can thank them often enough. So can you turn yourselves around so that you can see your friends, your family, the people who are here to support you? Give them an enormous round of applause. Fantastic, thank you. Now, can I ask everybody to stand, please? This is a good sign because it means we must be almost finished, right? Because I'm getting you all to stand up. The graduates did a pretty good job in applauding all our friends and families and supporters. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that we can probably do a little better in recognising the achievements of these extraordinary graduates. All graduates are extraordinary, but these are super extraordinary. So friends, families, colleagues, supporters, please join me in acknowledging the successes of our amazing graduates. Thank you. I knew you could do it, you see. Fantastic, thank you. I'm impressed. Right, short formal bit, stay where you are, and then we're off. On behalf of the university, once again, can I congratulate all of you on your extraordinary achievements? And I want to wish you every success, and more importantly, every happiness in your future career, your future lives. And may I now declare this ceremony closed. Thank you very much.